Hello, today 7. So today we are doing dynamic stretches. It's one of my favorites. So basically when you are stretching your muscles, you are not holding a pose. So I'm not really into like yoga-ish kind of poses for stretches. So you are moving, so you are toning the muscles as well as you are deep stretching the muscles. So that's what you call dynamic stretches. And it's a really good form of warm-up because since you're moving and stretching at the same time, you are actually warming up your muscles to get you ready for workout. So I do suggest if you want to, you can do this every day in the morning after you get up to make sure you're ready for the day. Chest bow. Plank to pike. Sky to floor rotation. Sunrise side bend. Lumbar stretch. So let's gonna start onto the first exercise. We're gonna be on all fours. Okay, and again on all fours, which means your knees are aligned with your hips and then your hands are aligned with your shoulders. So from here, you're gonna keep your hips stable and think about going into like a push-up position by reaching your elbow to the side and lift, okay? So the challenge here is to keep your hip on top of your knees at all times, and then as you bend the elbows, reaching out, you are reaching your chest out, extending your upper back, and then return. So you will feel both your triceps being worked, your upper back being extended or open, okay? So we're gonna start doing this for 1 minute starting from now. Inhale to stay, exhale to lower, inhale to lift. I'm gonna reverse the breathing so you get a deeper stretch. So inhale down, exhale lift. Inhale, open up the chest, reach your elbow to the side and lift. Make sure your elbows are reaching out to the side and not behind you, then you don't get so much of a stretch. And we go out and return. Now although your abs are not working because you are in a all fours position, you want to make sure you're always curling your tailbone in, engaging your lower abs and your mid abs actually, to make sure your lower back is not arching and then rounding. So your lower back, from mid back down to your hips, your spine is stable and not moving. Okay, so in and exhale. Inhale, tighten the abs at all times. Bring it up. We got 5 more seconds. In and away. Last 2 and away. And we're done. Alright, now the next exercise is pike, or rather plank to pike. One of my favorite. I'm gonna teach you how to go into plank properly so you don't injure yourself. Same thing, you're gonna start in your all fours position. Legs are hip width apart, knees under hips, wrist under shoulder. Then you're gonna extend one leg out, long, toes curl, engage, and then squeeze your butt to lift the other leg up. So this is your plank position, okay? So from here, you're gonna poke your butt up and roll the chest towards your knees. And then bring it forward. And then you're gonna go back up, spine straight and return. What you really wanna see is a straight line from your wrist, your shoulders to your hip. Then you bring it back, okay? I'm gonna get started here. Right, so when you're ready, one leg, engage, other leg. Legs apart and we go back up and back down. Squeeze your butt as you lift the chest closer to your knees. As you return to plank, squeeze your butt to make sure you're not sinking on your lower back. And we go. Pike. So this is pike and this is plank. Pike is a nice stretch on your lower back as well as your shoulders mobility. So one of my favorite. And because you are going into a plank position, it works you quite hard. Okay, so this is the release. This is the harder version. Inhale to stay, exhale back to pike. So inhale to come down and exhale, bring it up. Think about pushing your chest towards your knees as you lift your butt up to the sky. So we want to make sure your abs are always tightened, so still curling the tailbone in. Okay, and we're done. Now for the next exercise, we're gonna be on all fours again. So for those who have knee issues, like you feel your knee's not gonna be good kneeling on a long time, for a long time you can put extra cushion under your knees for the exercise, okay? So wrist under shoulder, knee under hip. You're gonna inhale to reach your arm up to the sky. Exhale, you're gonna go under your underarm, and your opposite your opposite elbows can have a slide back. If you want, you can touch fully, and you're gonna bring it back. Okay, so we're gonna do both arms, okay? So 1 minute each. Just take note that the movement comes from the rib cage and not from the hip. So the hip is not supposed to sway or move from side to side. Alright, so let's come to all fours. I'll start with my right arm first. Inhale to open, exhale, go under. Now as you open, think about supporting shoulder, lifting and growing tall, and return. Make sure your abs are always tight, so you're curling the tailbone, squeezing it as you reach and cross. So you're not bulging your belly as much as you can. We're gonna go for 30 more seconds. Exhale, go under, elbows will bend, so your opposite elbow will bend as you go under. And when you return, shoulder push, hands to the sky, so you really open up your chest. If you want to think about dynamic breathing, like deep breathing here, deep inhale, exhale, last one or last 3, in and out, last 2, and away. Before we go for the next arm, last set, and under. Alright, let me adjust this. Gonna get started for the other side. So now I'll be looking at the wall. Okay, so inhale, reach. Exhale, see my arm bend as you go under. In, reach with your right shoulder and under. Try not to sit your butt back or shift your hip from side to side. Minimize that. Inhale, lift and open. Now you may feel that one side will stretch more than the other, and that's absolutely normal. Okay, so try to go to the side that's tighter to start with next time you do this exercise. So inhale, grow tall. Exhale, go under. We've got 20 more seconds to go. In, reach. Exhale, under. So both direction, here you want to reach, and here you want to reach. Make sure it comes from your rib cage. Last 5. I'm just gonna finish the X. And last one. Rest. Okay, now we're gonna go to the next exercise. Okay, so the next exercise, you're gonna be seated, cross-legged. I will have 2 variations for you. So the ideally is gonna be cross-legged if you can. If you can't sit cross-legged, you could try low kneeling or the Japanese kneeling position. Okay, if not, you can also sit on a chair with your feet flat on the floor to do this exercise. Alright, so you can sit cross-legged or Japanese sitting or kneeling position or sitting on a chair. Okay, now you're gonna sit with left and right hip equal pressure. One arm to the sky. This is like mermaid for folks who have been doing classes with us on the reformer. Inhale, stay, exhale, you're gonna stretch. Come back, switch, other side. And come back. Okay, so in, exhale, reach and return. Alright, so we're gonna do left, right for 1 minute. Shoulder draw down, so shoulder is not here. Inhale, stay, exhale, gonna reach and come back. Switch. Now the key thing to take note here is to make sure you are not rounding the back as you are doing the exercise. So if you do it facing a mirror, your shoulders is parallel to the mirror. Okay, the other thing is sometimes you might tilt back as well, so just want to take note of that. And when you are going to your left, make sure your right butt stays heavy, so you're not leaning on one side. Okay, so if I'm going to the right now, my left butt stay heavy as I reach my hand away towards the opposite direction. Make sure your head is following your spine. Alright, so if I'm here, my head should not be here, it's very awkward, or you basically drop all the way down. Okay, try to keep the same distance between your ear and your shoulders, regardless of the direction that you're going. Yeah, we're gonna go for last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Alright, now next we're gonna go last one, lumbar stretch. Okay, so stretching your lower back. You're gonna sit in this position where your one leg is extended and the other one is folded in front of you. Okay, you're gonna think about grabbing your sole of your feet and then pulling back the opposite elbow as you lean back. So I need that lean, okay? Just a quick one. So there's a difference between side bend and lean, okay? So we did the previous exercise on the side bend. So essentially you shorten the distance of your underarm to your hip and the other side lengthen, so this side shorten. Yeah, a lean, however, you keep both ribs to hip same length, but you lean to one side. Okay, so you're leaning versus side bend. Okay, so the last exercise, this one, I need you to do a lean. So you are not curling this way or hunching forward. Yeah, so sit tall and proud. Knee may or may not touch the floor, that's fine. We're gonna do both sides. So from here, you're gonna reach your toes, pull and lean back. Reach your toes, pull and lean back, and keep going. If you can't touch your toes, that's fine, just touch your shin and lean back. Round and lean back. Okay, so you're actually moving your spine quite a bit, moving the lower back and the upper back. Lean back. I'm gonna go halfway more to go. If you're very flexible, crisscross your hands and pull it back. So crisscross and pull it back. Okay, so as you are doing this, you are actually putting weight more on one butt than the other, which is okay. Alright, so here there will be a weight shift compared to the previous exercise. So it's fine, okay? Just gonna go for last 10, 9, 8, 7. Nice stretch on the lower back as you reach. 3, 2, and last one, and release. Now I'm gonna switch other side, okay? So same thing, gonna extend. Starting position, butt is grounded, equal weight. Then when you move, there will be weight shift, which is okay. And we go. Touch, pull. Again, you may feel one side is harder to do than the other, or like maybe one you reach here and the other leg you reach further, which is okay. So as always, the next time you do the exercise, you want to do the side that's weaker or less flexible first, okay? Now as you are doing this leaning back and rounding forward, you are also working your abs, okay? So you should maintain the core tight as you are doing this. So here is a stretch. This is abs, coming back is the abs, then you go for the stretch. So that's what dynamic stretches are about. Okay, of course, if you are less flexible, you can do slower. Like if you want to increase flexibility or you feel that the stretch is really nice, you can hold, then you go back. Okay, we're gonna go for last 10 seconds. Lean, in, pull. It feels like you're drawing arrow, and back. Last 2, and we're done for the day.